The overall horoscope for October 2022 for Leo suggests a progressive time, primarily associated with a change in personal beliefs and a shift in personal perceptions. During this month, you yourself will make an important decision under the influence of circumstances that have either already happened or are yet to happen. This particular month, the surrounding space will not put pressure on you, and the world will not challenge you. The reason is the favorable location of Pluto, your exaltant. For many Leos, the lack of a clear confrontation can confuse and even create problems with motivation. Focusing on a specific goal will help here. The stars advise you to distract yourself from petty problems and focus on one or two important things. The rest will either disappear or grow to a scale where it will be possible to use significant resources. Now the result is more important than the path or the experience gained. The main leitmotif of the horoscope for the starting period of October 2022 for representatives of the zodiac sign Leo speaks about the importance of the first step. Of course, it's a metaphor. Anything can be meant by this metaphor, although for singles the situation is obvious. They really should start building bridges themselves if there is a person who is interesting to them. It will be more difficult for families, because nothing of the obvious will turn out to be of critical importance for their life. Nevertheless, behind-the-scenes intrigues will swarm around natives of your zodiac sign. Hopefully, there will be nothing you can't handle. You will understand when you need to act and do everything right. Intuition and experience will tell. It is optimal to plan large corporate events at the beginning of the month. If there are difficulties with the organization, it is better to overpay, but in no case to skimp. You can achieve your goal in a variety of ways. The question is how much money you are willing to invest in order to get what you want. The period from October 10th to October 20th, 2022, for Leo, is important in the context of priorities. If you work in an office, stay out of the way of your brightest and most ambitious colleagues. Better yet, if at all possible in your situation, make them healthy competition. If you take the initiative and if you yourself act as if you were that colleague, everything will turn out in your favor and will not require a deviation from the intended goals. Focus strictly on profit, the rest will follow. If you have your own business, you will need cooperation, perhaps even with competitors. Consider all options. This is one of the few situations where an emotional approach will be justified. But you will not be the only one, which will only add interest and motivation. Financial issues will require increased attention as we close to the end of the month. Do not take risks, but do not give up on successful prospects as well. Moderate investments will bring success, but the potential of the project may reveal itself much later than the estimated time. So the circumstances of this period will clearly show you that you should not rush to conclusions. The horoscope for the last 10 days of October 2022 for Leo speaks of the most dynamic period for the entire month. Now single representatives of your sign suddenly face the consequences of other people's decisions. Sure, you can pass by, and in this case, nothing will change for you. On the other hand, you can help by learning something new. For families, the result is still more important than the path that you have traveled or are just planning to go. The game is worth the candle, do everything that depends on you. In the work area, financial activity will grow regardless of your decisions. Adapt, don't go against the trend. There may be some failures in the system you have debugged, but they will be temporary and not a real problem. Focus on the world around you instead of shutting yourself in. Changes will come by themselves when you realize that sometimes the past, and even more so the future, is more important than the present.